What's up, guys? This is Clay. I am the president and owner of Thunder Laser USA, and today we're going to do a project using the Rotary. So this is a very basic project tutorial, guys, for our beginners that maybe have never used the Rotary or you're thinking about getting a Rotary and you're intimidated. I just want to dispel some of the myths and just get into a real simple, easy project. So that's what we're going to do here today. Okay guys, today I'm going to be using our Bolt series machines. A lot of this same stuff still applies to the Nova series machines. So I have the Roto Junior Rotary here, and then I've got our Roco Twister tray. So this is actually, it's a drop down tray. So I'm going to take the honeycomb out of the Bolt, and then I'm going to set this where the honeycomb was, and then I'm going to place the Rotary on top of it like that in the laser. Actually, when you do a cup, you're going to need a few measurements. So the first one you're going to need is the diameter of the object that you're going to engrave. So if I take this little tape measure, and measure across here, it's a little bit more than 3.75 inches. And the next thing I need to measure, guys, is the diameter of the wheel on the Rotary. So this wheel right here is you want to measure the wheel that's attached to the motor. So my motor's right here, I've got my belt, and you want to measure this wheel right here. You want to measure the diameter of that wheel, which is about 2 inches. So now I'm going to go put those settings into LightBurn, and I'll show you the next steps. Okay guys, so I'm over here in LightBurn, and the first thing I want to do is go to Laser Tools and Rotary Setup. Now these settings will actually save, so you only have to do the roller diameter once. You know, it'll save that. And then the steps per rotation can vary a little bit by machine. So I have the Bolt Plus, so 4300. Just look at our knowledge base for information about how many steps per rotation here. Object diameter came out to 3.75 inches. So that's all set. Now guys, if you get these measurements wrong, all that's gonna happen is your engraving is gonna be skewed a little bit. So don't let this overwhelm you. Again, I'm just trying to get you guys through this, kind of teaching you the basics. Real simple engraving here. Again, I'm going to just type my name, and we're set to fill. So I'm going to go over to my material library, and we have one set up for tumbler engrave. I'm going to assign this to that layer, and my settings changed. Okay, and the last thing I want to do is rotate my image 90 degrees counterclockwise. The cup is actually going to go into the Rotary. On the right side, the opening of the cup is going to be over here. So I want the top of the clay to the right. So I'm going to turn this again. And now I will check my origin. So I'm set up for center engraving. That's good. And I'm going to send this over to the machine. One other thing too I want to point out, guys, if you want to resize your images, you can do that up here. You know, if I wanted this to be 2.2, it'll automatically resize. You can hit this lock button if you want to start to skew it. So if you keep it on lock, it's going to keep the aspect ratio the same. But, you know, a 2.3 inch engrave, sure, sounds good. Let's send it over. Now we just got to get the cup into the Rotary, so I'm going to show you how to do that. You've got a little heel clamp right here. This goes inside the cup, so I'm just going to slide the cup in here. And I want the cup up against this rail here. And then also you can see there's a little bit of space right here. So I'm just going to turn this to tighten up that to get it pretty close. And the last thing I want to do, guys, is make sure the cup is level. So we are, but if it's not, you can adjust the height of the Rotary with this knob right here. So make sure the cup's level in the machine. You want to drop it down because I've got to clear I got to get the head over the rotary. You're going to move your laser head over your cup. And don't forget to set your origin. So I just hit the origin button, and then I'm going to hit the autofocus button. Now I'm going to hit the frame button, so it'll show me where it's going to engrave. I think that's a great spot for it. Now I'm going to hit play. All right, guys, our job's done. So I moved the laser head out of the way. Take the cup out. You'll notice that there's still a lot of residue when I bring this off the laser. So I'm going to clean it. I would definitely recommend you guys get some of this stuff. It's called LA Awesome. It's a great cleaner. So I'm just gonna take that and put it on this rag. And then I'm going to scrub at this cup. And take all my residue off. And then we have a nice, clean, crisp engraving. So there you have it, guys. That was a real quick tutorial. Nice, simple, easy beginner on how to use the rotary. It's not that complicated. Get out there, and we'll see you at the next project.